Hello everybody, happy holidays. I'm filming this on Christmas Day, so I am doing Jurassic collectible stuff on Christmas Day, but it is because I received today this gorgeous toy from Schleich. This is the Volcano set. The official name will be the title of the video. I've had my eyes on this for quite a while. Obviously, if you've seen my other Schleich videos, you know I use these with Jurassic, so this will be a Mount Saibo in some of my toy photography. Now you can see it does need batteries, it doesn't have the AA's it needs, but it does have others included. We've got the Volcano, we've got 3 dinosaurs and a human. If I twist us around to the side, you can see the human. And on the back we get a better look at the play features. So we've got the other Schleich toys, most of which we have now reviewed. We've got the contents just here. I have to admit, not many human accessories compared to the other sets Schleich have done. Slightly disappointing in that regard. But we've got the dinosaurs, the human figure included. And then we have got a bunch of play features, including a cave on this one, so I'm excited for the cave for photos of the Dimorphodon. So this, as you can see, does go with the compound we've reviewed. There is a way to attach it all together, and it is a very, very cool looking toy. This has been out for a few years at this point. There is a current Dino Temple set. I will be picking that up later in 2025 to review. Some of the stuff I've seen from Rebirth suggests that that structure will be very handy. But for now, we have got the Volcano. So guys, without any further ado, I'm gonna go away. I am really just doing this part of the video so I can open this today and take a look at it, and we'll be back once I've had a play with it, once I've assembled it, to look at all of the play features packed into this set. So I will see you very shortly. Okay, so folks, so we have got the Volcano assembled. As you can see, it is a big playset, so I'm gonna take you through level by level. We'll start with this first level, then we'll go kind of upper tier and upper tier again. So we will have a few more cuts in this video than usual. I just want to show you the figures this set comes with first. So we have got this carnivore, a theropod. I am actually not sure what dinosaur this is. It almost feels like a Carcharodontosaurus to me, but I don't think it is. It doesn't say on the packaging what animal this is, but it's a cool figure. You can see it's in this reddish brown colour scheme. You've got some decent paint apps on this. This actually looks really good. As far as Schleich dinosaurs go, this is right up there with what you would expect. Really high quality. So I do like this figure a lot. We then also get what I think is an Ankylosaurus, although it could be a Sauropelta or similar. You can see some good detail. You've got the paint on the face there. A lot of nice dry brushing on this to really make the detail pop. Paint for the claws and everything, which just helps to make these look really, really good. Folds in the skin, etc. Just quite good looking for a static dinosaur. Really do like both of the inclusions here. We then get 3 bonus missiles. We'll come onto those because I won't be using them. We also get a human figure, and for the first time this is a female human character. Ironically enough, she looks a bit like the handler from Chaos Theory. The same 4 points of articulation, so swivel legs, swivel arms, and unfortunately this figure doesn't feature the dinosaur logo on her uniform, and I think this is because she's a reuse from the equestrian line. So decent enough inclusion, but nothing to write home about. Now if we take a look at the base level, I'll just bring us down a bit. So the base level, we have got this kind of nice cave here that's covered up with vines. The vines are sort of like a rubbery material, so you can easily put a dinosaur through there and kind of have it peeking out. And if we remove this section, you can see a pretty nice deep cave opening. In terms of my uses for Jurassic World figures, a 3 3/4 inch figure will stand in there. So this is going to make for some decent photography. You know, you could get a raptor's head peeking through there quite easily. That will be quite useful. Coming this way, we have the bottom of the lava flow, so it does pool at the bottom and looks quite cool. We've got little bits of vegetation here and there. That is something that I think Schleich could have done better with this toy. There is a lot of texture work, so you can see the cracks in the rock, everything there. It looks quite interesting, but there isn't much in the way of paint, so it ends up feeling very, very plasticky. So that is something they could have done better here. The little ramp continues up here, so the idea would be this gives your character access to the second level. And then at the back just here, we have got a larger cave opening to give you a sense of scale. There is the figure next to that with some rock stalagmites coming down. This is just a rubber piece, but it looks quite decent. I think you could get some cool photos with some Dimetrodons here. That's kind of what I'm planning on doing. And you do, at the back of this, have a larger cave opening as well. And you can see you can fit a pretty large size creature in here. Probably your medium sort of Metriacanthosaurus, Concavenator would fit in here. And this does let us see something that is clipped in throughout the build, which is little pieces of gem. So quite hard to see there on camera. You can see that just there, and they are clipped in quite random places throughout. You kind of get to choose where they go. If I can find the home for that, I think it's just there. Oh. Difficult to get back in once you take out, so we will leave that out for now and just peg it in up there. And then this is where the other Schleich set, the kind of command compound, would clip onto this. So that is kind of the lower floor. Give me a second to readjust the camera and we will take a look at the upper levels. Okay, so back now with a look at this upper level, the next level of the volcano. You can see this walkway just here, going across the lava flow. You can quite easily fit a figure on there. This does articulate outwards if you wanted it to. Equally, you can remove it entirely, so you get the full lava flow. But my kind of main issue with this is it really is designed for the walkways. So when you take railings off, when you remove this portion up here, the set just does not look great without them, which is a big shame, because I would have quite liked a large natural volcano. So you can see up here, the walkway continues. You have barriers here that the figures can be posed hanging from. You also have a little incline here. The idea being a figure can sort of hide here whenever the lava flow starts, as you can see just there. And then as we spin further around, we come to the apex of the volcano itself. We have a hole here, which you can drop a figure down, and they will come out down at the bottom where the green vines were. We have our action feature buttons, which we'll look at in a minute. The top of the volcano, you can see a play feature just there, and a little switch here. We also have got this little command pod here, and this has got a computer console inside, as you can see just there. Pretty decent little computer console. You can push it all the way through. It has then got a turret on the top. Unfortunately, my turret is faulty. I think I assembled it wrong, and it's really hard to disassemble it. So there, it's not able to shoot, but I'm not necessarily going to want it anyway, so you can quite easily remove that whole turret module like with the other Schleich sets. You do get a attachment here for the spare missiles as well. And then the one thing I would say about this little modular structure is it doesn't have a back on it, so you can see through into there, just back here, where there's a lot of hollow rock work. And I don't know why they didn't put a piece here. It literally would have been the same as the front and would have looked so much better with that included. So that is a bit of a shame. But what can you do, right? And then coming up to the top, we will knock that out apparently. I'm gonna bring the camera up one final time just to let you see the top here. So we'll be back in a second with a closer look at the top. As promised, here is your closer look at the top. We do get two of these little light up volcano pieces, which one of them I managed to wedge the batteries in the wrong way, but you do get two that will light up. It comes with the batteries for these, not the other batteries which you need, and we'll come on to that in a moment. We do also get a larger sort of volcano piece, and this can be broken in half if you wanted to. You could probably put a bit of the gem rock inside there. We then get some smaller pieces, as you can see here, and some even smaller ones. And the whole idea with them is when you twist this, they will shoot upwards, as you can see. So there's almost a little lift pad, and if you were to whack that, they will fly out the top. I'm not going to do that because they go everywhere, but you can see that gives you a good flavour for how that works. And then our two action buttons on the side, here and here. Our top one is for lights only, so if we pop one of our studio lights off, press here, you can see you get this light that flows down. Looks quite cool. So that giving you the simulation of the lava flow. Now this lasts for quite a while, and I find it interesting that there's no sound effects. It is literally just the lava flow. And you can see it continues to last for some time. And then the second button, we have a hole just here, and this is going to make mist come out. It's going to make this light up, and it's going to give us some lights and sounds. So inside the hollow section of the cave, this whole piece can be lifted out, as you can see just here, and there is a water sort of channel inside that you fill up, very similar to the Jada Godzilla we looked at not that long ago. So let's activate that second feature. And there is now water vapour coming out at the top. It's quite hard to see that just there. I don't even think the camera is necessarily picking that up that well, but I will take you in closer to get a better look at that. So bringing our light back on, you can see that that is pretty much all of the play features. So without any further ado, let's get some Jurassic World figures on this and I'll share my final thoughts. So with all of this assembled and together, what do I think? Well, I think this really is a case of this being a toy where your mileage will vary. If you're buying this for a younger toy fan, they are absolutely gonna love the play features on this product. The lights and sounds, the launching volcano, and meteorites. They're not meteorites, they're boulders, but you knew what I meant. Everything about that is really, really fun. The secret compartments, the little constructed area for humans, everything here will appeal to younger fans massively. However, for adults, you're likely to be a little bit frustrated by how unfinished some areas of the superstructure around the volcano feel, and especially the fact that if you want to remove the cabin, for example, it's left looking quite unappealing when you do so. With that said, I actually think this is a really cool piece. I'm really excited to get it into my forest setup to see how it looks photography wise, and I'm really excited to experiment with it. I think Schleich has been hit or miss with a lot of the dinosaur stuff. A lot of it has been hits, some of it doesn't quite scale that well, or perhaps isn't the quality Schleich usually strive to achieve, and this is one of those cases where I think this isn't as good as what's come beforehand, but that doesn't mean it's bad by any stretch of the imagination. Those are my thoughts. I'd love to know yours. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. Let me know what Jurassic products you got for Christmas. And until the next video, take care and have a great week.